Have you ever wondered what happens when Mother Nature and fire team up? Let's talk about wind-driven fires. These aren't just your typical blazes, they're fires supercharged by wind, resulting in combustion by overpressure. This combination means the fuel burns at its best, leading the fire to move faster and burn hotter than we're typically accustomed to. In fact, temperatures in these fires can get past 1000 Celsius. Now, for our superhero firefighters out there, this combo can throw some wild curveballs. Inside a building, a gust of wind can amp up a fire in seconds. Just cracking open a door can let in a rush of oxygen, and boom, that fire is growing like it just had an energy drink. Plus, wind can send those blazing hot gases coming right at them at full speed. So you might be asking, what causes these wind-driven fires? Let's find out. First up, Mother Nature. She has a significant role. When the sun beats down, drying everything in sight, it creates a perfect setting for fires. It's not just about dryness though. Heat intensifies the potential for things to ignite. Then there's the lay of the land. The way a fire behaves on a steep hill differs vastly from its behavior in a flat meadow. Hills can funnel winds and make fires climb quickly, where flat areas might offer a fire fewer paths to spread. But we can't blame nature alone. We humans have a role in this drama. Simple oversights like not dousing a campfire completely or forgetting to check that BBQ embers are cold can be the starting point of a massive fire. And let's not sidestep the grim reality. Some fires start because individuals intentionally set them. What makes these fires even more challenging to predict is the combination of natural conditions with human actions. Take a gusty day where the land is dried, add in an unattended bonfire, and you've got a situation that can spiral out of control in minutes. Now let's understand how they work and what makes them so fierce. First, let's talk about wind. Wind doesn't just push fire in its direction, it actually feeds the flames. Fire loves oxygen, and wind is like a never-ending supply. When the wind blows stronger, the fire grows bigger and hotter. It's like when you blow on a candle, the flame flickers and dances more wildly. Now, not all winds are the same, right? Sometimes it's a gentle breeze, and other times it's a howling blast. Fire reacts differently to these. A steady breeze can push a fire predictably in one direction, but a windy, swirling wind, that can make the fire unpredictable, spreading it in all directions and making it way harder to control. Then, there's the ground that the fire is on and what's growing there. Different plants burn in different ways. Dry grass can catch fire quickly and act like a fast-moving carpet of flames. Thick trees or bushes, they burn slower but hotter, sending embers flying. And as for the terrain, like we touched on earlier, hills can act like highways for fire, helping it spread fast uphill. Now, this isn't just textbook talk. History's filled with examples. Fires that have raced through regions fanned by strong winds and consuming everything in their path. Places like California have seen some of the most intense wind-driven fires, leaving behind tales of both devastation and resilience. Now let's discuss why they're such a big deal, because believe me, their effects are far-reaching. Firstly, the most immediate and heart-wrenching impact is on human lives. When fires flare up without warning, people sometimes don't have time to escape. Entire communities can find themselves in danger, and unfortunately, not everyone always makes it out safely. Then we've got the environment taking a hit. These fires can burn vast stretches of forest, wiping out habitats and disrupting ecosystems. Animals lose their homes, and the land can take years, if not decades, to recover. It's not just about the trees and plants. The soil itself gets affected, making it harder for new life to grow back. But the ripple effects don't stop there. Think about the money side of things. Homes, businesses, and infrastructure get destroyed. Rebuilding takes time and drains resources. Entire towns can face economic downturns after major fires, impacting jobs and local economies. And it's not just about the tangible things. The scars left on the minds of those who face these fires are deep. The trauma of losing a home, seeing your community grind, or experiencing the sheer terror of nature can linger. Many people have to relocate, starting over in unfamiliar places, adding another layer of stress. Now, let's focus on how we can step up and take action to prevent and manage these fires. Before we jump in, if you found this video valuable, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe so we can keep these important discussions going. Ready? Let's get back in. First things first, if there's a fire in the room, keep the doors shut tight. Why? To limit the airflow and, you guessed it, prevent the wind-driven turbo boost to the flames. It's not just about that fire room though. Be super cautious about randomly opening doors or windows elsewhere in the building. A surprise gust can give the fire a shot of adrenaline, making it spread like, well, wildfire. Now, say you're inside and you notice thick smoke gathering outside the fire room. It's a sign. Get ready and think of an offensive outdoor strategy. Before making your next move inside, especially if you're thinking of taking on the fire, make sure to put it out or seal off any openings where wind's making its grand entry. And even in an ordinary house or a building with open windows can turn into a wind-driven fire scenario. The wind sweeps in, the flames get that extra oomph, and suddenly it's a whole new ball game, so awareness is key. Now that we've navigated the present world of wind-driven fires, let's take a moment to look ahead. What's the future holding for us? First up, let's talk about climate change, because as global temperature rises, we're seeing drier conditions and more intense wind patterns in many parts of the world. This isn't just bad news for beach vacations, it's a significant concern for fire risk. Drier terrains and stronger winds can mean more frequent and intense fires. So addressing climate change isn't just about saving polar bears, it's about safeguarding our homes and communities. But it's not all doom and gloom. The future is also promising some incredibly cool advancements in tech, like drones that not only detect fires early, but can drop water or fire retardants. Or sensors that use AI to predict a fire's path hours, if not days, in advance. As technology keeps evolving, our toolkit for managing and detecting fires is only going to get better. And then there's the power of unity. Fires don't really care about borders or nationalities, do they? So countries are going to need to come together, share knowledge, resources, and strategies. New policies and international cooperation can ensure that when one area faces a fire threat, its neighbors are ready to pitch in with support. It's a reminder that we can face any challenge, no matter how fierce or fiery, as long as we stick together. Thank you for joining us. Remember, knowledge is power, and by staying informed and united, we can safeguard our beautiful planet for generations to come. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and never stop learning.